What is up, everybody? Get Zapped here with GamingHero.io, and today we're going over just how, as a hunter, you can tame mechanical beasts without having to be a gnome, mecha-gnome, or goblin, and just how this can help you make gold in the world of Warcraft. Alright, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is make your way to Legion Dalaran, which is going to be located between the Broken Shore and Azsuna. Once you make it to Legion Dalaran, you're going to want to come here, just north of the bank, outside of the Windrunner Sanctuary, and you're going to speak with Zurios. Zurios has a collection of patterns as well as one rotating epic, which can occasionally be a mount. But what we are looking for today is the schematic Mecha-bond Imprint Matrix. This requires one curious coin, and to learn it, you have to have at least one Legion Engineering. Alright, so a couple of things about this. As far as getting curious coins go, you have to do Legion endgame content, which really boils down to doing mythic dungeons, raids on all difficulties, or completing emissary chests. Let's start with the emissary chests. To get an emissary chest, you can either max out a rep and get about 10,000 extra rep and you get a chest, or you can do 4 of the world quests in the given area at a time. So, like right now, I can do 4 Dreamweaver's world quests, which are usually in Bal-Shara, 3 Kirintor world quests, which are all over the world and are usually puzzles, or 4 Warden's world quests, which usually involve killing rares or killing a specific elite. Any of those emissary chests, as well as killing raid bosses on all difficulties, normal, heroic, mythic, and LFR, and the end boss of mythic plus dungeons. Those chests, those raids, and those dungeons all have a chance to give you a curious coin. That curious coin is going to be what you need to even buy the pattern. If you played back in Legion, you probably have a surplus. I'm sure you have at least one. If not, I highly suggest going ahead and going to Bal-Shara right here, going to the Emerald Nightmare, and doing it on normal, heroic, and mythic. So far, with every character I've tested, I have been able to get at least one coin before I even finish heroic. I start on normal, kill all the bosses, switch to heroic, kill all the bosses. Before I even finish heroic, I have at least one. So that's my suggestion. It may take more. Rinse and repeat as necessary. And you have several raids in Legion. Let's see, how many raids in Legion do you actually have? You've got 7 different raids to do. Well, 6 raids and some world bosses. But you have a pretty good chance. On to the next problem. If you have engineering but have not picked up Legion engineering, it's not as simple as speaking to a trainer like it is in most expansions. To get Legion engineering, you have to make your way to this building, like clockwork, in Legion Dalaran, and speak to Hobart Grapplehammer. He will give you a quest if you are an engineer of any flavor or any level, and he will want you to travel to the Dalaran sewers. I use this entrance here right next to where the Dalaran Hearthstone pops you out, next to Brinny's pet shop, and you come right on down and talk to Filgo Scrapbottom. Once you turn in his delivery, he goes ahead and gives you Legion Engineering, rank 1, which is all you need for your recipe. When it comes to actually creating the Mecha-bond Imprint Matrix, you are going to need 5 Laystone ore, which you can buy from the auction house or just mine, 1 Fellwort, which you can buy from the auction house, or if you have an herbalist with Legion Herbalism, you could buy your singular Fellwort, and then you have your Blood of Sargeras. Blood of Sargeras can kind of be a pain to get, because there's a lot of different ways to obtain it. I recommend getting the add-on World Quest Tracker, and I will have the link in the description. You can check and see what world quests are up and what they are rewarding. Right now, there's only a single world quest available that will give me a Blood of Sargeras. Slightly disappointing. An alternative, if you do dungeons on mythic difficulty, and if you're level 70, it should not be an issue for you to solo a mythic difficulty dungeon. You have the opportunity to get up to 2 for normal boss, or up to 3 from the final boss of a dungeon. So if you were just incredibly unlucky, you're probably only going to get 2 Blood of Sargeras per mythic dungeon you run, or you could get up to 5. And you can just do a short little globetrot. What I did when I got mine is I started in the Broken Shore. I did the Cathedral of Eternal Night. And just a little cross promotion, if you want to see what exists in the world when you break out of that instance, maybe check out ATN, All Things Nerd. I'll have a link to his channel in the description. He just released a video going over some of the out-of-bounds stuff in Cathedral of Eternal Night. It's super cool. So I start there. I made my way to Azuna. I did Vault of the Wardens down here on Isle of the Watchers. And then I did the Eye of Azshara. And I only needed those 3 to get my 20. It was super fast. Again, if you're lucky, you could get it faster. You could get it shorter. If you are doing raids to get your curious coins, you may even find Blood of Sargeras in the raids. Who knows? But I highly recommend just doing the dungeons. Checking World Quest Tracker, because some of the World Quests can reward up to 8, but if there's none available, just go do the dungeons. If, for whatever reason, you come to Legion and you cannot do any World Quests, just come collect quests from Khadgar. I want to say when you first talk to him, the very bottom quest that you will have, I don't have it anymore, obviously, because I have world quests. The very bottom quest, it awards the Flight Master's Whistle and access to world quests. Makes it super fast. You just turn in that quest or pick it up, turn it in, and boom, you can do world quests. If you don't want to bother with world quests, just go do Mythic Dungeons. Now, why am I bringing this up in a gold guide? Let me go back to the auction house real quick, which I can never remember where it is in Legion Dalaran as an engineer. Do we have one in here? Maybe not. Bear with me. I am hearthing back to Valdrakken. All right, we are back in Valdrakken. I am going to look up the Mecha-bond Imprint Matrix. That is Mecha, M-E-C-H hyphen bond. I always forget the hyphen. And right now it is 22,000 gold on my server. When I first started making these, they were up to about 60k. They average 11,000, so anywhere from 11,000 to whatever your region's maximum is. As always, I recommend checking your local auction house to see if this is even something that would be worth your time, but for maybe an hour of investment to get the pattern and make your first one, I think that alone is enough to be able to tame your own mechanical pets if you're a hunter, or even test the waters with selling it. And Senior Sanders and Mother Clucker, we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. If you have any interest in becoming a Gaming Hero member, use code ZAP at checkout for 10% off. Not only does it help you save money on some of the most useful and valuable gold guides, mount guides, and pet guides available on the internet, you are helping support small content creators such as myself and our affiliate partners. Some of the things that you can get with your membership will include access to our members-only channel and Discord where you can ask questions, where you can get to know the Gaming Hero members better, and where you can get one-on-one advice for how you can get a ton of gold quickly and even pay for your account with gold by following our guides. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you would love to join our Discord, feel free to check out the link in the description. I am looking forward to seeing just what mechanical pets you guys are able to find. Thank you, and goodbye.